This is Mrs. Wilkoskis in the library. It is October 23rd, 2017, and this video is showing you how I would start a research paper. In another video, I showed you term paper resources on ABC Clio, but this is actually my favorite, but you gotta take what you can get, and it's based on your interest. Term paper resources probably has more different topics. This kind of almost feeds me my topic, which I really am not lazy, but I guess it comes across as being lazy. Okay, we actually have, let me just, whoopsie. I jumped ahead, sorry. We actually have this whole collection in print in the library, which you're more than happy to come read. And I prefer a book in print. I always do. However, there's only one copy. And once one person takes the copy that you are interested in, you're out of luck. So there's 21 volumes, okay? And this is for the U.S. history paper. So some of these are not going to pertain to your topic. So there's only going to be about half of these that pertain to your topic. And if somebody checks it out, you're out of luck. So we're going to, we have digital copies of all of them. And then as many people want to access them as necessary, as needed. So I'm going to show you how I would pick a topic and how I would start to form a thesis statement, keeping in mind that at this time, this is October, your thesis statement can be fluid, it can be living, it can change based on the information you find. And your thesis statement, you don't build a thesis statement and then necessarily stick to it. You actually have to find information, and if you have to change your thesis statement, you do. So we're going to go to, so I had a student come in and ask about the Great Depression. They were interested in the Great Depression. So if you go into, we're doing 1900 to 1945, and you know the Great Depression started in 29. So that was the time period. So I'm going to come down here, Great Depression causes. So what you see in History and Dispute is you start with this quick little article here. That tells you a little bit about the Great Depression, and then two different viewpoints. And in Histories in Dispute, you always get two different viewpoints. Okay, so here's one viewpoint. The Great Depression was caused by a global economic crisis, as well as poor investment practices in the United States. Viewpoint number two: the Great Depression was caused by a decline in spending and consumption, but not simply the stock market crash or the mistakes of the Federal Reserve. So wait a minute, you've right here got about four reasons for the Great Depression. That could be your focus of the paper, because you know you're going to find information, because here's two different articles. Now, granted, these are not books, but you know that if you can find these these pretty, these are reference articles, okay? If you can find reference articles backing up your point, then you're going to find books that are going to flesh out the point a little bit more thoroughly. So you could take your thesis statement that you start with could say something like the Great Depression was caused by global economic crisis, comma, poor investment practices, comma, and a decline in spending and consumption in the United States, period. Those are your 3 points. You probably have enough to find all of those 3 points without making your thesis statement change that much. So that's how I would use History and Dispute to start a thesis statement type research paper. Let me know if you need any help in the library. I'm always here to help.